just arrived in New York City, April 14th, 1912. The streets are crowded with horse-drawn wagons, streetcars, smoke, and people rushing through the cold air. But I know something they don't. Tonight, the Titanic is crossing the North Atlantic. Tomorrow, more than 1,500 people will be dead. And right now, nobody here knows what's coming. I have less than 24 hours to survive a world without smartphones, GPS, or instant communication. But there's one problem I never expected. The Titanic isn't supposed to sink anywhere near New York. So how do I warn people without changing history? That question follows me as I step deeper into Lower Manhattan. It's April 14th, 1912. The air smells of coal smoke, horse manure, and salt from the harbor. There are no glowing screens, no instant news. If something happens across the ocean, people simply wait. I keep my head down and try to look like I belong. Then I hear it. The Titanic has left Southampton. Men nearby are talking about her size with complete confidence. They call her practically unsinkable. I feel my stomach tighten, because I know that tonight, somewhere in the darkness, an iceberg is already waiting. And I'm standing here with no way to stop it. I need food, money, and somewhere to stay before nightfall. I walk toward a crowded lunch counter, careful not to stare at anything too modern looking for 1912. Then I realize something unsettling. Everyone is dressed for the cold, but nobody seems prepared for the silence that's coming. I manage to buy a simple meal with borrowed coins. Then a newspaper catches my eye. A small headline mentions the Titanic. No disaster, no warning, just pride. The ship is described as a marvel of modern engineering. But beneath that headline, I notice something else. A telegraph operator is urgently sending a message toward the coast. And suddenly, I wonder, has history already started changing? I follow the telegraph operator through the crowded street. Then I realize my mistake. I'm walking like someone from the future. A man suddenly stops me. He studies my clothes, my shoes, then my strange-looking watch. My heart starts pounding. I quickly claim I'm a traveler who arrived from out of town. He doesn't look convinced. Then another message comes through. The Titanic has struck an iceberg. But the mini twist is this. The message says the ship is damaged, yet still afloat. People nearby barely react. I feel sick. They have no idea what's happening. And now I have a decision to make. Do I tell them the truth, or do I stay silent and let history unfold? I make my choice. I run toward the nearest telegraph office. My hands are shaking. I try to send a warning across the country, but then the operator stops me. The message coming through is different now. The Titanic is sinking. My stomach drops. For a few seconds, the entire room goes silent. Then the operator reads another line. The ship's wireless operators are calling for help, but the signals are fading. And suddenly, I realize the terrifying truth. I'm not standing in New York anymore. I'm standing at the edge of history. And somewhere in the freezing Atlantic, people are waiting for rescue that may never come. I step outside into the cold New York night. The streets look exactly as they did when I arrived. But I don't. Then I notice something strange. A newspaper boy is shouting about the disaster. The first reports are already spreading through the city. Men stop in the street. Some argue, some simply stare. I feel a weight in my chest that I can't explain. I came here expecting history to feel distant. It doesn't. It feels painfully human. And that's when I understand something. The hardest part wasn't traveling to 1912. It was knowing what was coming and being powerless to stop it. Then I hear a telegraph clicking behind me. One final message. And this time, it's about me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel.